Picture this. You're tucked into bed, finally drifting off to sleep, when that familiar urge hits. You shuffle to the bathroom, only to find yourself back there an hour later. If you're over 60 and waking up more than twice a night to pee, you're not alone. But it's not just part of getting older. Frequent nighttime urination, or nocturia, affects over half of seniors, robbing you of sleep and leaving you drained. What if I told you there's a reason behind those endless bathroom trips, and better yet, steps you can take to reclaim your restful nights? Today, we're diving deep into why you're peeing so often at night and how to fix it. Stick with me, because this could transform the way you sleep and feel every day. Let's start by understanding what's going on. Nocturia means waking up at least once a night to urinate, but for seniors, more than 2 trips is a signal something's off. It's not just a nuisance, it can lead to exhaustion, mood swings, and even falls, which are a serious risk as you age. A study from 2023 showed that nocturia increases fall risk by 20% in older adults, since stumbling in the dark isn't exactly safe. So, what's causing it? It's usually a mix of factors that become more common with age. One big culprit is an overactive bladder, where your bladder muscles act up, sending you to the bathroom even when it's not full. Up to 30% of people over 65 deal with this, and it's worse at night because your body's relaxed, making those urges harder to ignore. Another reason is your body producing too much urine at night, a condition called nocturnal polyuria. Normally, a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH, slows urine production while you sleep, but as you age, ADH levels drop, leaving your kidneys working overtime. This can be triggered by drinking too much before bed, or by conditions like diabetes or heart issues that cause fluid to build up during the day and release at night. For men, an enlarged prostate, known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, is a major player. Over half of men over 60 have BPH, which squeezes the urethra, making it hard to fully empty the bladder, so you feel the need to go again and again. Women aren't off the hook either. Weak pelvic muscles or urinary tract infections can cause similar issues. These are the main drivers of nocturia, but the good news is you don't have to live with it. By pinpointing the cause and making smart changes, you can cut down those nighttime trips and sleep better. Before we move on, let's clear up a myth. Nocturia isn't just normal aging. Sure, it's common, but it's often a sign of something you can address. Ignoring it can hurt your health, from poor sleep to a higher risk of depression or heart problems. So, what's next? In this session, we've laid out the why: overactive bladder, excess urine production, and prostate issues. In our next session, we'll dig into the triggers that make these worse, like what you're eating, drinking, or even the medications you're taking. We'll also start sharing practical tips to help you sleep through the night. For now, think about your habits. Are you sipping coffee or wine in the evening? Taking meds late in the day? Noticing other symptoms like urgency or weak flow? These are clues we'll use to build a plan to get you back to restful nights. Stay with me. This is just the beginning. If you're just joining us, we've already uncovered why so many seniors are waking up more than twice a night to pee, a condition called nocturia. We've pinpointed the culprits: an overactive bladder, producing too much urine at night, and for men, prostate issues. These aren't just annoying, they can zap your energy and increase risks like falls or heart problems. Today, we're diving into what's making these issues worse, from your diet to your medications to underlying health conditions. We'll also share some early steps to start cutting down those bathroom trips so you can sleep better. Let's get into it. Your daily habits play a huge role in nocturia. Start with what you eat and drink. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, soda, or even chocolate, is a diuretic, meaning it makes you pee more and it irritates the bladder, especially if you have an overactive bladder. Alcohol is another troublemaker. It's not just a diuretic, but it messes with that ADH hormone, ramping up urine production at night. Spicy foods like hot peppers or acidic ones like tomatoes or citrus can also irritate your bladder, triggering those urgent feelings. Then there's the timing of your fluids. Drinking a big glass of water or tea right before bed is like asking your bladder to work overtime, especially since seniors' kidneys don't slow down at night like they used to. You need about 6-8 cups of fluid daily. But when and how you drink matters. Medications are another big trigger. Many seniors take diuretics for blood pressure or heart conditions, and these pills increase urine output. If you take them in the afternoon or evening, they can peak at night, filling your bladder when you're trying to sleep. Other drugs, like some antidepressants or antihistamines, can also affect your bladder or increase urine production. If you're on multiple meds, the combined effects can make nocturia worse. Then there are medical conditions. Diabetes, especially if undiagnosed, pulls water into your urine, making you pee more. Heart or kidney issues can cause fluid to build up during the day, only to flood your bladder at night when you lie down. Sleep apnea, which affects about 20% of seniors, disrupts ADH and boosts nighttime urine production, on top of causing snoring and daytime fatigue. For women, urinary tract infections or weak pelvic muscles from menopause or childbirth can mimic overactive bladder symptoms. For men, an enlarged prostate is a common culprit, blocking urine flow and leaving you with that constant need-to-go feeling. Even your lifestyle and physical changes play a part. As you age, your bladder holds less, sometimes just 6 ounces instead of 16, and weak pelvic muscles make it harder to control. Poor sleep habits, like staying up late on your phone, can also make you more aware of slight urges, sending you to the bathroom unnecessarily. So, how do you start tackling these triggers? First, adjust your fluid intake. Get most of your 6-8 cups of fluid before 3 p.m., sipping water or herbal teas like chamomile, which is bladder-friendly. Stop drinking anything 2 hours before bed, except maybe a tiny sip for medications. Second, cut back on bladder irritants for a week. Skip caffeine, alcohol, and spicy or acidic foods. Swap your afternoon coffee for decaf, or try roasted veggies instead of spicy curry, and see if your nighttime trips drop. Third, if you notice swelling in your legs or ankles, that fluid could be turning into urine at night. Try elevating your legs above heart level for 30 minutes in the late afternoon to help your body process it earlier. These are simple steps to start, but we're not done. In our next session, we'll focus on specific ways to manage an overactive bladder and prostate issues, with exercises, diet tweaks, and tips on when to see a doctor. For now, start noticing your triggers. Are you drinking late, eating spicy foods, taking meds in the evening? These insights will set us up for a plan to sleep through the night. Keep with me. We're getting closer to solutions. It's time to take control. So far, we've explored why nocturia, waking up more than twice a night to pee, hits seniors so hard, covering culprits like overactive bladder, excess urine production at night, and prostate issues for men. We've also dug into triggers like diet, medications, and health conditions that make it worse. Today, we're zeroing in on practical strategies to manage an overactive bladder and prostate issues, with senior-friendly tips to cut down those nighttime bathroom trips. These are backed by science and designed to fit into your life. So, let's jump in. First, let's tackle overactive bladder, which affects about a third of seniors and causes those sudden, urgent needs to pee, even at night. One of the best ways to tame it is bladder training. This retrains your brain and bladder to hold urine longer. Start by keeping a bladder diary for 3 days. Write down when you pee, how much and what you ate or drank. Look for patterns, like urges after a soda. Then, during the day, when you feel an urge, try delaying it by 5 minutes. Distract yourself with deep breathing or counting. Over weeks, stretch that delay to 10 or 15 minutes. Studies show this can cut nocturia by 40% in just 6 weeks. Another game changer is pelvic floor exercises, or Kegels, which strengthen the muscles that control your bladder. Both men and women can do them. To find the right muscles, try stopping your urine mid-flow once, just to learn, not regularly. Then, squeeze those muscles for 5 seconds, relax for 5, and repeat 10-15 times, 3 times a day. Don't tense your butt or thighs. Just focus on the pelvic floor. For men, imagine stopping urine or gas. For women, picture lifting a marble. Research shows Kegels can reduce nighttime urges by 25% after 8 weeks. Diet tweaks help too. Beyond cutting caffeine and alcohol, eat more fiber. Think oats, apples, or spinach, to prevent constipation, which presses on your bladder. Anti-inflammatory foods like berries or nuts soothe the bladder, while artificial sweeteners can make things worse. Keep sipping 6-8 cups of fluid daily, but mostly before 3 p.m. Another strategy is timed voiding. Go to the bathroom every 2-3 hours during the day to empty your bladder before it gets too full, which calms it down at night. If these don't help enough, talk to a doctor. They might suggest medications to relax your bladder, or even advanced options like Botox injections for severe cases. Always check for urinary tract infections, which can mimic overactive bladder symptoms. Now, for men with prostate issues, an enlarged prostate, or BPH, is a big nocturia driver. It blocks urine flow, leaving residual urine that keeps you running to the bathroom. Start with lifestyle changes. Cut caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods, and stop fluids after 6 p.m. Stay active. Walking 30 minutes a day improves blood flow and eases BPH symptoms. Diet can help too. Eat zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or lean beef, and lycopene from cooked tomatoes, which may slow prostate growth. Kegels work for BPH too, helping you empty your bladder better. If symptoms like weak flow or dribbling persist, see a urologist. They might prescribe medications to relax or shrink the prostate, or minimally invasive procedures to relieve pressure. Watch for red flags like blood in urine or inability to pee. These need immediate attention. These strategies are your starting point. Try bladder training or Kegels this week and see how you feel. In our final session, we'll tackle excess urine production at night and wrap it all up with a 7-day plan to tie everything together. You're on your way to better sleep. Stay with me. Here we are at the final session, and it's time to bring it all together. We've explored why seniors wake up more than twice a night to pee nocturia, and pinpointed the culprits: overactive bladder, excess urine production at night, and prostate issues for men. We've covered triggers like diet, meds, and health conditions, and shared strategies for managing overactive bladder and prostate problems. Today, we're focusing on tackling excess urine production at night, or nocturnal polyuria, and giving you a 7-day plan to reduce those bathroom trips for good. Let's dive in and get you sleeping better. Nocturnal polyuria, where your body makes too much urine at night, affects up to 70% of seniors with nocturia. It's often tied to low levels of antidiuretic hormone, which normally slows urine production during sleep, but aging throws that off. Fluid retention, diabetes, heart issues, or even sleep apnea can make it worse. To manage it, start with smart fluid habits. Get your 6-8 cups of fluid daily, but drink most of it before 3 p.m., sipping water or bladder-friendly herbal teas like chamomile. Stop all fluids 2 hours before bed, except a tiny sip for meds if needed. Avoid diuretic drinks like caffeine, alcohol, or sugary sodas, especially after noon. If you have swollen legs or ankles, That fluid can turn into urine at night. Try elevating your legs above heart level for 30-60 minutes in the late afternoon to process it earlier. Compression socks during the day can help too, but check with your doctor first. Cutting sodium is key. High-sodium foods like canned soups or chips cause fluid buildup, so aim for less than 1,500 milligrams daily. Medical conditions need attention too. If you're always thirsty or losing weight, test for diabetes, as high blood sugar increases urine output. Swelling, fatigue, or shortness of breath could point to heart or kidney issues. See a doctor to sort it out. Sleep apnea, common in seniors, disrupts hormone balance and boosts nighttime urine, so if you snore or feel tired despite sleep, get tested. A CPAP machine could help. If lifestyle changes aren't enough, a doctor might prescribe medications like desmopressin to mimic ADH or adjust diuretic timing to shift urine production to daytime. Always get medical guidance for these. Better sleep habits also help. Stick to a consistent bedtime. Skip screens an hour before bed, and keep your room dark and cool to sleep deeper and notice urges less. Now, let's tie it all together with a 7-day plan to tackle Nocturia. Day 1. Drink 2 cups of water in the morning. Start a bladder diary and do 10 Kegels 3 times daily. For lunch, have oatmeal with berries to boost fiber and elevate your legs for 30 minutes in the afternoon. For dinner, eat grilled chicken with steamed broccoli and brown rice and stop fluids after 6 p.m. Day 2. Sip herbal tea and 2 cups of water in the morning. Practice delaying urges by 5 minutes. And keep up Kegels. Lunch on a tomato salad for prostate health. And for dinner, try baked salmon with spinach and quinoa, with chamomile tea at 5 p.m. Day 3. Drink 2 cups of water and eat yogurt with pumpkin seeds for zinc. Walk 20 minutes, elevate legs, and have low-sodium soup for lunch. Dinner is turkey, roasted sweet potato, and asparagus, with no fluids after 6 p.m. Day 4. Sip herbal tea and water in the morning, delay urges by 10 minutes, and do Kegels. Lunch on tuna salad with celery. And for dinner, have cod, zucchini, and couscous, with just a sip for meds. Day 5. Drink water early, eat oatmeal with nuts, and keep up Kegels. Snack on berries, walk 20 minutes, and elevate legs. Dinner is chicken stir-fry with broccoli and brown rice, with tea at 5 p.m. Day 6. Sip tea and water, delay urges, and do Kegels. Lunch on tomato soup with whole grain toast. And for dinner, have salmon, spinach salad, and cauliflower, with no fluids after 6 p.m. Day 7. Drink water, eat yogurt with chia seeds, and review your bladder diary. Walk 30 minutes, elevate legs, and lunch on a low-sodium veggie wrap. For dinner, try turkey, sweet potato mash, and fresh green beans, with minimal sips for meds. To make this stick, track your progress with the bladder diary. Be patient, as changes take a few weeks, and stay positive. Each step helps. Consult a doctor before starting, especially if you have diabetes, heart issues, or take diuretics, to tailor the plan. You now know why nocturia happens and how to fight it with diet, exercises, and medical support. This 7-day plan is your roadmap to fewer bathroom trips and better sleep. Imagine waking up refreshed, with energy to enjoy your day. Start small. Try cutting caffeine or doing Kegels and build from there. You're not just fixing a problem, you're investing in your health and freedom. Share this plan with a friend who's struggling, and let's keep the conversation going. Tell me below how it's working or your favorite tip. Here's to peaceful nights and vibrant days. You've got this.